Good morning, YouTube. The Lofty Biker here, meeting up with a few of the Saturday lads, and we're going to go a bit of a ride. As soon as we get rolling, we'll have a chat. Right, so it's 8:30 on Christmas Eve 2022. I've got to say, this year has gone very, very quickly. I've had a good time. I hope you've enjoyed it, spending a lot of it with me. We've reviewed lots of bikes, we've changed bikes. It's been a fairly eventful year on the whole. As you know, I changed bikes in June. I took the NT out, as you know, and I did a review on it, and I did like it. I'd set my heart on the Africa Twin, but of course, as you know, it wasn't really suitable for Linny. She couldn't get the legs up high enough to get on and off it with ease. And when this came along, I took her out in this, and that was it. Bingo, she said, that's comfortable. I did put the RS up for sale to sell privately. To be honest, I didn't really have a lot of luck. So she said, yeah, keep it for a bit, see what you want to do after. So as you know, I bought the NT in June, and I've put best part of 8,000 miles on it. It's going in for a service after Christmas, and I've got to say, I've been very, very pleased. I took it on a tour of Spain. We went to Plymouth Santander. We had a wonderful time. I'm just about to start on the videos. I'm going to edit up some holiday videos. So in the depths of winter, you might have something a bit warmer to look at. Sounds good, doesn't it? Just leaving Carbis Bay, driving down towards the land. Where I'm going now is to Port 11. So as I say, I put the RS back in the tin. It looked beautiful, ever so clean. And I was over at Dameral's one of the days, and I happened to notice he'd got a Kawasaki 900 RS and a rather nice R9T Scrambler, the BMW. And I got chatting with Linny, and she said, well, why don't you have something like that? Then you can use the NT for as a work bike and touring bike, and have something a bit more exotic for playing around on in the summer. I thought, bloody hell, that'll do me. That'll do me fine. So as it happens, the RS had gone, but I did fancy the R9T in preference. It was just favourite for me. So I did a deal with Mark down at Dameral's, and I finished up with an R9T Scrambler, a 2016, a 66 plates, aluminium style tank. The brown seat looks absolutely gorgeous. It's clean, it's tidy. It's not been 100% looked after. It's had 4 owners, so you can tell 4 owners in 4 years. Obviously people have bought them as toys and they're not been what they wanted, so I'm going to have it as a toy, and it's going to be what I want. I've been fettling it a little bit, getting bits and pieces together. Hand guards, bar risers, the high seat and a rack. So I'm all excited. I've got some foot peg lowers. I've got some foot peg lowers from Nippy Norman's. I'm going to lower the foot pegs a bit, so with the high seat, the low foot pegs, even my long legs should be very comfortable on it. And I'm really looking forward to giving it a bit of a razz about in the summer. Anyway, let's go back to the NT. As you know, when I first had it, I had a little bit of a problem with the seat latch, but it was soon sorted. I'm on my second set of tyres. I've put some wheel spindles on it. I did have a bit of a problem with the Power Bronze fender extender. There's that much vibration and wobble on the front mud guard on these NTs that the little black rivets had worked themselves loose, so I had to put some nuts and bolts in really to secure it. In hindsight, I think I would get the Power Bronze one with the extender bracket, a bit like the one that fits on the GS. It's slightly longer extender, but it goes down onto the brake caliper with a support to stop it vibrating. I think in hindsight that would have been the best option, but the Power Bronze stuff was available at the time when nothing else was, and there was a discount through the NT forum, which I thought was really good. So I'm chuffed about that. I did put a hugger on the back. I've not really done a lot to this. I'm not sure whether I've actually mentioned it, but I did get a graphics kit, a sticker kit. It's all ready, it's in the kitchen, ready to go, but I'm waiting for the weather to clear up a bit, and so as I can fit it when the weather's that little bit warmer. So we'll see how we go. I finally got CarPlay sorted. Well, no, I don't use CarPlay, it's Android Auto. If you can just see, I'll just flick the button. There we go. There's the maps. I've got Spotify on it. I've got a music one on it. It's quite good for receiving WhatsApp messages. As you can see, there's a little bell there with a red dot. That's a notification. I'll just show you. It's this easy. There you go. It's a message off Kev. Hi guys, I won't be there this morning. That's another dropout. There's been a few dropouts, but not to worry. But I'm not 100% happy with Android Auto. It's still a little bit clunky, the interface. I've finally got my phone on the dash here. I've got it fitted with a quad lock. Quad lock were very nice to send me one to give it a bit of a review. In general, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's a simple mechanism. You just push it on, turn it through 90 degrees, and it locks it onto the dash, and it works extremely well. So I can't really fault it. So the quad lock works well. One thing I had to do was, because they do say you must use the original cable that comes with USB-C cable that comes with the phone to get a true connection. Anyway, I did find my original cable, because I've got loads of cables, but it was very intermittent. But I also was using a PackTalk at the time, and the PackTalk kept disconnecting and turning off and all sorts of nonsense. It didn't really work very well at all. But the socket was on the way out, so I thought, well, it's probably time for an upgrade anyway. So I bought the Edge, the PackTalk Edge, and to be honest with you, the PackTalk Edge connects to the bike. As soon as I switch the bike on, it connects, it works every time, and it's been very successful. I did have to get this lead. I bought another lead. I went onto the internet and I sourced a data connection lead with a very fast data connection. It's only 1/2 metre. It's quite thick diameter. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick, well, 5 mil, whatever you want to call it. But it does seem very effective. What I have noticed though sometimes with, I'll just get round this corner. What I've noticed sometimes with Spotify, it'll be great for like an hour, 2 hours, then all of a sudden the music will stop and you'll think, oh, the mic's disconnected, yeah, the headset's disconnected. So I'll go at the radio and it connects, so I'll go back to the Spotify and it won't connect. And the only way I can reconnect it is to actually turn the bike off. It's as if it sort of resets it. So I don't know what it is, it does it occasionally. But in general, it's okay. I know a lot of people say you have to wait for it to start up and all that, but what I do now, I've got a simple procedure. I switch the helmet on first, I switch the bike on and I start it, and then I'll plug in the telephone to the USB-C connection, and I just start the bike and I'm gone. And I don't wait for the screen to come on, I don't wait for Android Auto to come on. And to be fair, it seems to work. It doesn't cost me any time or anything. I should imagine if you're using the the Google Maps as a sat-nav sort of thing, we stop to take photos or stop for petrol, it's a bit of a bummer because you have to wait. So what I would say is, as a little suggestion to you, is when you do stop, just have a look at the map before you stop it to see where you've got to go to next. So if you're going down the main road and you actually change sides and turn around, just remember you've got to carry on. So you'll get on the road you need and everything will be fine. Within a few seconds you'll be all connected up and it'll all be great. So as you can see, it's on now. I've got the music playing in my ear and I'm talking to you. It's no problem at all. And just to flick between that and the screen, just one little flick, so there it is. It's that easy. It is simple. It's an easy system. As you can see, I've got the sat-nav on still, because I do like a sat-nav, and as you know yourself, if you do lose signal and everything goes a bit square, the sat-nav never goes off because it doesn't work on telephone signals. As you can appreciate, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay work off your telephone signal, not really a true GPS as such. Whereas a unit like this, the Zumo, connects directly up to the satellites, and when the satellites move, it's normally configured that it talks to 4 or 5 different satellites. It's quite good. Anyway, I'm waffling on and on. We had a great year, didn't we? I've had a really good time this year. I've ridden some fantastic bikes, absolutely fantastic bikes. A few things that stood out, really stood out, was the Honda Goldwing Bobber. That bike is sublime. The K1600 Bagger. That bike is sublime. The other engine that really impressed me a lot, although I couldn't fit on the bike, I did struggle, was the Hayabusa. Looks gorgeous in the flesh. The engine is just turbine. Unbelievable. So I enjoyed riding those big bikes, but I did enjoy a lot of little bikes. I really loved the little Meteor. The Royal Enfield 350 Meteor. What a fantastic little bike that was. Oh, absolutely awesome. And the other one was the scooter, the 350 Forza, the little Honda. What a lovely, lovely scooter that is to ride. So I've had some fun. I've ridden a lot of bikes. As you know, I've done a bit of vlogging. I don't really class myself as a vlogger. I don't think I'm very good at it, but I'm having a go today because I've got nothing to ride. I was supposed to be taking out the 350 Hunter, but unfortunately they didn't have time to PDI it before Christmas, so I've got that in the new year. And I was supposed to be taking out the BMW R18 Bagger. Now I took the R18 out first edition last year and it was nice, it was okay, I enjoyed riding and all that, but I don't know, there was just so much. But he had this Bagger in, Jules down at Falmouth, Jules at Falmouth, and it looked absolutely beautiful with this little bikini fairing and the bags on the back, the hard bags. I thought, wow, that looks fantastic. And he said, can you come and put some miles on it, do a review? I said, I'd love to. Anyway, I rung him up 3 days later. I said, I'm coming in on Friday to ride that Bagger for you. He said, I'm sorry, I've sold it. I said, well, not a problem. I'd rather you sat on them and sit in the showroom. So unfortunately I didn't get to ride the Bagger, but he says when he gets another one in, I can have a go. So I'm quite pleased about that. Anyway, I'm waffling on and I did want to have a word. I wanted to speak to you all before Christmas and wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It was a Happy Christmas and a Merry New Year, I can never tell, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Thank you very much for the support. All those of you that have clicked on the like, subscribed, rung the bell, even asked me questions. It's great fun, you know. I really enjoy interaction with people. There's been some really nice people, there's some nice comments. I've had 1 or 2 strange ones, but hey ho, we're all different. We all think about things in different ways. We're not all normal, sensible, linear. I suppose I shouldn't say that, but still. I've really enjoyed talking to you this last 18 months or so, since I I've started my YouTube channel, and I'm really pleased. We've got 1,258 followers, so the next milestone for me is 2,000. I'll be really pleased when I can hit 2,000. I shall feel like I'm a proper YouTuber. You know what I mean? One of those things in him. There's like waypoints that you have to achieve, and I've achieved quite a few, but 2,000 subscriptions, that's my next goal. Anyway, as you can see, I'm following little Si on his Bonnie Scrambler. I've got Big Richard in front of me on the Behemoth, the GS Adventure, and Matt's bringing up the rear on his big Honda V. Well, it's not an Honda, it's a Kawasaki V-twin. The big bugger sounds fantastic, but still, we're out. Anyway, we get stuck behind a few cars, so I don't suppose we were doing too much overtaking. I'm going to take this opportunity to say, once again, thank you very much for watching. This is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.